Why is everyone lip syncing and naked on stage? Because at the end of the day, being a whore is an image. Anyways, at least for the naked part. I don't know for the lip syncing part. I think it's just most artists are using so much autotune, right? That basically they essentially cannot sing. I think there is a good chance that a lot of people that consider themselves singers can't sing. It's just not me saying this. I have a very strong feeling that a lot of these pop stars can genuinely not sing on stage, which is why they're lip syncing. Right? That's the reason. I very much believe that's the reason that these people actually cannot sing and they're just essentially slop for you to consume. This is by Nena's talking stage. So yeah, let's go. Let's see what she has to say. I'm curious. Her face is like she's holding the mic upside down. Oh fuck, I didn't notice that. True. She does. Yeah, you can just tell. You can just tell. It's like so sad, like, right? You look back at the past when the technology wasn't nowhere near that level and performances on stage weren't nowhere near that level. And like people were actually like straight up singing on stage. I think that is so cool. Right? And like now it's just an illusion, right? They're not actually singing, and I feel like that's really sad and disappointing. Like imagine an actor not actually acting. Right? We are at the point where you can essentially CGI over somebody else. Like somebody, just a nobody, can basically be CGI to look like Hugh Jackman. Especially with AI now, we're at a point where you don't even need the actors, right? Just use the actor's face and voice, and just use the AI to do that. We are at that point sooner or later. It's really sad, in my opinion.
Pop girls are
Diabolical. He's not having it. Not having it. Diabolical. That's depressing.
dominating the music industry right now. Tate McRae, Addison Rae, Nessa Barrett, Katseye, Sabrina, even legacy names like Blackpink still shape how this industry works. They all have different sounds, different aesthetics, audiences, personal stories, and yet, when you watch their live performances, a strange pattern appears. Minimal clothing, highly sexualized staging, lip syncing, or vocals so buried under backing tracks that live becomes a technicality. So the question isn't who's talented, the question is
It's money. That's it's money. No matter the context, no matter what changes, no matter what works, right? Sex sells. And I'm gonna straight up say this does apply to both genders. Sex sells. Even if somebody is specifically targeted towards women, right? Towards the same gender, still sex sells. Good looks sell. That's just the truth, and nobody likes to hear it, but it is the truth. It just is.
what is the industry reward right now? Job so much. У мене на голові, блін, я готувалась 100 годин. Hi guys, my name is Nena.
I cannot find out what it is. Could be Russian. Could be. But could also be something else, because a lot of different countries speak in a way that even the other one can understand. I don't know.
And today we're gonna talk about why is everyone naked and
Also, did she like tape or glue her microphone to a fork? Or does it just come? Also, that's a bad pause. I am so sorry should you come across this video. I am so sorry. That's horrible. But so either the fork is part of the mic or the mic is glued to the fork.
lip syncing on stage. Lately, I've been seeing so many content online with stars lip syncing on stage. It's not just a loud backing track. It is the artist saying one line of the song and the rest is backing track, and people still call it live and still are like, wow, so good, she's live, we can hear her voice. And I'm like, yes, but it's one line of the whole song. Get yourself some tea or coffee, stay cappuccinated. Let's slay. Lip syncing. Let's define the term properly. According to the Cambridge Dictionary, lip syncing is a practice in which performers pretend to be singing a song when in fact they're just moving their lips. This matters because the internet loves to blur definitions. People will say she sings over backing track, she's saving her voice, she's dancing hard, but pretending to sing live is not the same as performing live. And if pop music is now a visual product first, vocals naturally become second.
It's just like, to me, it's just like, I'm gonna say this as like, for a music video, that's okay, right? Be a performer, be everything you want to be in that music video. Okay, cool. Not an issue, right? Not a problem, not an issue, nothing, right? But I feel like on stage, maybe I'm just too Ukrainian. Okay, cool. But to me, and personally, it's just my feeling, but maybe I'm just looking at this too classic. Maybe I'm too traditional, but to me, I feel like the singer doesn't necessarily have to perform and dance, right? You're here to sing. Like, I want to hear you singing, right? I don't want you to like hop around like a goddamn like some tennis ball or something. I want you to sing, right? I'm here because of your voice. Maybe that's just me. Right? Have the background dancers do some crazy shit, some crazy performance. Cool. But I feel like the singer should sing. Like, if I go to a concert, I want to hear the person sing, not just them lip syncing, right? Because then, like, what's the difference between like just like turning on the like just like playing the song at home? It's called "The Devil Is a Loser" by Lordi. I know Lordi, yeah. They also were at the Eurovision Song Contest. I think they even won. And the repeat line is "The devil is a loser and he's my bitch." Peak. It's a good song, by the way. Okay.
The industry shifts from singers to performers. Pop music used to be vocal-centered, not performance-centered. Streaming platforms reward replay value, not technique or not how much of it is your actual voice. TikTok rewards short, shocking, visually stimulating moments, while touring is definitely about consistency and spectacle over raw sound. Labels don't ask, can you sing live for 2 hours? They ask, can you bring us money? Can you get people involved so much that they don't care about your vocal technique? And the fastest way to trend is sex appeal, choreography.
Yep, that is the thing. A good performance helps, though. It'd be cool if you can sing and dance. Dance is obviously secondary to singing, though, for a singer. The problem is that the moves these singers do, you cannot sing while doing these moves. Like, would you be able to sing while doing a fucking backflip? No. Like, that's a bit too over-exaggerated, but you get the idea. Like, have you ever tried singing while moving fast and radically? I don't think any human is really capable of pulling that off. At least not consistently. I mean, like, if there's, like, sections where there's no singing involved, then I would say, yeah, you should be able to perform, like, do a little bit of performance, right? But in, like, sections where you have to sing, it's, like, completely unbelievable that you can sing and dance this radically and this quickly. And keep your voice steady. I don't believe that.
Controlled perfection, zero room for vocal mistake. Which means live singing is risky and lip singing is safe. It's safer to show a bunch of unstoppable visually perfect performances while neglecting the live vocals than to make overall picture less appealing because you're just
you know, that's why, for example, like, this not just the sexualization part, but like, there's a lot of singers who genuinely, like, can't sing or that songs are just outright bad. Like, I don't get the hype around Taylor Swift at all. Like, we watched a video about her lyrics and I was like, that is supposed to be one of the most successful female singers ever? Like, those texts? Because, like, there's like a lot of people who just listen to something because it sounds good, right? But, like, I am somebody who listens to the lyrics, and if I'm like, I can't listen to that anymore after I know the lyrics or the lyrics are bad, right? There's like a lot of songs who are just literally about like fucking. And like I listen to the lyrics and I'm like, oh, Yeah, I can't listen to that song right now anymore because now I know what the lyrics are about, and I'm like, I can't do this anymore. Get out of here, Duck. You'll get. I don't care. I don't understand the hype around Taylor Swift. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't care.
Focus on the vocals. Of course, that's the case if we are talking about a situation where a singer is either not naturally gifted enough to sing perfectly all the time or hasn't had enough practice to do so. Let's look at Tate McRae. Tate McRae often is praised for her stage presence, rightfully so. She is a dancer, trained, sharp, and physically impressive, but her performances are built around constant movement, heavy breathing, and intense choreography in extremely minimal outfits. That combination makes full-life vocals almost impossible. So the performance becomes about body control, not voice control. And the audience is trained to accept that. If we are being serious, her performances are actually
The cross is decoration, anyways.
very complex, and there are countless of them. Whenever I go to TikTok, there is a video of Tate McRae performing. Realistically, she can't completely turn off the backing track and do 100% of her performance live, while dancing choreography like that at the same time. And here the choice is ours. Many people say they go to her shows not expecting strong vocals, but because they know there will be something hot, naked, and energetic. She is 100% performer and maybe not 100% singer. Here our opinions might differ, so I'm waiting for yours in the comments. Addison Rae, a visual product, not a vocal one. Addison Rae didn't come from music, she came from virality. Her performances rely almost entirely on image, branding, and sometimes choreography. Vocals are not the selling point, and they are not even
I'll be like, cool, I get it, but like, to be fair, I don't listen to like the singular pop stars, right? Mostly I listen to actual bands, and most of the times they do real performances. Of course not all of them, but if I listen to like Skillet or something, right, and I see like their live concerts and see how the singer is just out of breath, like I believe bro was definitely singing out here, and especially if he's not like crazy moving around, right? Because like the whole band is on stage, so like movement is not it. Like I prefer personally that. Like, the thing is, when someone goes to concert not for vocals but for performance, then I kind of get it. But personally, if I listen to, I could just listen to. Maybe I'm just like, again, I want to see somebody sing. To be fair.
pretending to be. This matters because it shows how low the barrier to become viral even as a singer, not just a TikToker, has become. You don't need vocal excellence, you need attention. You need your body out in lingerie, quite literally panties and bra, and a nice hairstyle. I am not slut-shaming this woman, I am talking about the pattern that y'all keep rewarding.
I definitely do. Like, if I would never go to a concert where somebody overly sexualizes themselves, I don't want to see that. I'll be so for real. She could be the greatest singer and performer in human history. If you do that, I'm not gonna go there. I'm like, nah, bro, I'm good. I'm so good. Like, if I wanna see something hot, I just can tap on Google big boob and get 5 million results.
Over and over again. At first, her performances in terms of vocals were objectively bad. Now it's definitely better, she improved. There is actually a noticeable improvement, but the problem is not how specifically Addison Rae sings, but what allowed her to get this far. 15 million monthly listeners on Spotify, a performance on Jimmy Fallon in 2021, invitations to different shows and collaborations with these vocals. Yes, Addison Rae gained incredible popularity in 2020 through TikTok, but all of this happened with her specifically as a music artist. Is this really the standard? Is this really enough? When it comes to Blackpink, lip syncing is not an occasional slip. It is a built-in part of their performance structure. Across tours, festivals, and stages, their vocals are often led with loud backing tracks or fully pre-recorded lines. This isn't necessarily because they're incapable of singing live, but because the show prioritizes visual consistency over vocal authenticity. With intense choreography, constant movement, and outfits that restrict breast support, live singing becomes a risk rather than a requirement. The industry solution.
Yeah, I'm just like, I kind of care a lot less then. Like, if I know somebody's not actually singing, I kind of care less about them. Like it's like wrestling, right? It looks cool, it looks flashy, but I know it's fake, so I kind of don't want to watch it, right? That's like the thing, right? The moment I know something is like not real, right, and they're just acting like they're singing, I'm like, I'm not interested. Or like they're acting like they're beating the shit out of each other. I'm not interested.
Is simple: pre-record the vocals and deliver a flawless visual product. Now, if you think about it, in this case, they would be supposed to give their all in every aspect except vocals, right? But even here, questions arise. On their 2025 tour deadline that is still ongoing, Jennie and Rosa have repeatedly faced controversy for lazy performances. With Jennie, the conversation around lip syncing shifts from strategy to perception. Unlike artists whose heavy choreography clearly justifies vocal support, Jennie often performs with minimal movement while still relying heavily on backing tracks or pre-recorded vocals.
At this, I'm like questioning: are you still like a singer and just dancing on stage? Like that just looks like I'm just like I could do that too. I could do that too, like swinging my arms around a little bit, shaking my ass. I can do that too. Then again, I kind of feel like I don't have hips, so there's that. But like,
vocals. To many viewers, it doesn't read as vocal preservation. It reads as indifference because it's been happening for too long. Their previous tour in 2022, their current tour that goes into 2026, almost every time she gives us this. When an artist appears relaxed, barely moving, yet still doesn't sing live, their performance starts to feel low effort. Isn't it really disrespectful to your audience? As a solo artist, Lisa, one of the members, has also faced a lot of controversy around lip syncing. Rightfully so. We have clips from her.
It's like caught in 4K. You could do it. No, I could dance with you normally. Like, I could do that. That's like something I can do. But like, I guess dancing like this in a sexual way, probably not. But like dance normally, like a classic dance, I can do that.
2024 performances where she opens mouth, but it doesn't match the sound that people are hearing, you know? In my opinion, I'm not gonna say it, sorry. I'm gonna get cancelled by Blinks, God. Okay, I will say a little bit in the end of the video. Stay tuned. This is lip tune.
God, I hate when people. I'm gonna say this. I hate when people walk on don't walk on eggshells. Tell me what's going on.
Yeah, soon. What makes Blackpink's lip syncing especially influential is that how normalized it is across their fandom and in the industry in general. Their audience has learned to accept and often defend the idea that not singing fully live is professional, strategic, or even necessary. Criticism is dismissed with explanations like they're dancing, they're saving their vocals, or everyone does it. And that's exactly the point. Everyone does it because groups like Blackpink have showed that yeah, you can give this level of performance at your concerts and you will still do well. And it's not like it affected their fan base or reputation at all. They're doing quite well. And the audience unintentionally comes to a conclusion. Maybe you don't sing.
I mean, that's diabolical. Just, I'm scared.
Live, but
I'm scared.
We have something to look at. After all, you're performing in this.
That's better from behind. I mean, like, so simply put, if you look good, you can pull off a lot of things. If you look good, most people probably overlook that you're not properly singing. She'll get a lot of hate. She does it. The wrong side of these fandoms find her. Well, is it still your content then? That's like the question. Are you still making videos that you are interested in? Or are you just making videos around people, appeasing people? I don't like that. I don't like that at all. But yeah. Interesting. Because I just recently noticed, if you are an attractive woman, you can do a lot of things. You can like literally commit crimes and get away with it. As long as you look hot, you have some form of talent, you can get away with things.
Outfit and these outfits don't make us think about your vocal technique. This is the entertainment we came for, and this This is good, but not necessary. What do you guys think about Blackpink's performances, especially their live singing? I would also like to hear your opinion specifically about Jennie and her performances. Stay till the end of this video, I will say mine. It will be bare and honest. Get ready. SZA is often placed in a different category from pop performers, and for good reason. She's not sold as a dancer, a visual spectacle, or a hyper-polished pop product. Her image is rooted in vulnerability, honesty, and lyrical intimacy. Fans kinda connect to her because she feels imperfect, that is real. That's exactly why conversations about her live performances matter more, not less. With SZA, the conversation around lip-syncing often gets protected by emotion and reputation. Fans always say, it's still her voice, it's just recorded, come on guys. As if that's somehow...
To me personally, if I feel like I find much more interesting seeing people actually sing. Like, also, like, the performance, again, if it's sexual, it loses to me, like, all the appeal. All of it. You can't be as great as you want. It just loses the appeal for me. Maybe I'm a prude, but it just loses the appeal to me. That's it. That's about it.
Solves the issue. But again, that completely misses the point. SZA's music is built on vulnerability, imperfection, on emotional presence and all of that, which is exactly why pre-recorded vocals feel so contradictory on stage. When the voice is locked in, polished, and risk-free, the emotional tension just disappears. You're not watching someone...
Yeah, but to me it's just like, I don't know. I don't find these performances appealing. I'm there for the music.
Feel the song in real time. You're watching them opening their mouths to the memory of it. And no matter how beautiful the recording is, it still can never replace the rawness, the realness that live singing is supposed to bring. Fans defend it because they confuse emotional attachment with performance quality. They hear a familiar voice and assume authenticity, but authenticity isn't about who recorded the vocal, it's about when and how it's delivered. When we accept recorded emotion as live expression, we stop asking artists to be present, and we just quietly accept the performance that is polished, controlled, and basically lip-synced. To be honest, we get used to eating up. And slowly, it becomes a norm. I'm personally a casual listener of SZA. I like some of her songs. Slowly gotta recognize me. Why did I have to sing it? I have never thought about whether SZA lip syncs or fully sings live. But when making this video, I came across a lot of TikToks and a lot of...
For me, it's like, if I catch somebody lip syncing, I'll just, overall, I feel like, most of the time I'll just drop them. Like, If it's like just like now lip syncing, to be fair, I don't listen to a lot of pop music in general. Like, that's not my that's not what I'm listening to, right? I don't listen to that. Mine is rock, metal. Most of those are bands, right? They're not solo artists, they're bands. There's not much of a crazy performance going on, right? Most of the performance stuff does very much happen in the music videos, but that's about it.
Content when SZA is being accused of lip sync, and I thought it's something interesting to talk about. If there are SZA fans who's watching me, let me know, what do you think about it? Do you see a problem here? You know who we're gonna talk about next? Make your guesses. All I want for Christmas is you. Mariah Carey is an icon whose voice and career are recognized worldwide. From her ballads to the ultimate holiday classic All I Want for Christmas Is You, every song...
All I Want for Christmas Is You. I don't listen to a lot of mainstream pop, but I do like the T-pop producers. You only like the drama, in other words. To me, it's like, I don't listen to pop at all. I also don't listen to, like, German music, right? That's also something I don't listen to. Generally. I've never been interested in that. I'm like, okay, cool. But it's supposedly has become more popular here, which I find weird, because like, that is only listenable if you're drunk.
Is a hit. Her talent and vocal control are legendary, and that is why any discussion about her performances immediately brings credibility and perspective, especially when it comes to live singing versus lip syncing. Mariah Carey is often used as ultimate defense for lip syncing. She's got nothing to prove, she's saving her voice for the studio, or basically she is a legend. And in her case, those arguments actually make sense. To a point. Mariah's voice has already been documented, studied, and proven beyond doubt. Decades decades of live performances, raw vocals, and historic recordings exist. When she lip syncs now, it may be because her voice is an instrument that has gone through extreme technical demands for years. Protecting it is logical. The problem starts when her situation is used to justify lip syncing for artists who have never proven themselves live in the first place. Mariah's choice comes from a lifetime of vocal risk. For many new performers, lip syncing replaces that risk entirely. As I see it,
But I feel like, are you really still a singer if all you do essentially is just lip syncing and that's it? Like, are you really? Like, I feel like part of like being a singer is that others hear you sing. But are you really? It's like Schrödinger's singer. Are you a singer if nobody sees you singing? To any mainstream German songs? Not that I'm aware. Not really. There's like occasional songs that trend on TikTok that are German, but that's about it.
yes, Mariah Carey is allowed to save her voice, but that doesn't mean the standard that she earned should be automatically applied to every other artist. Guys, I hope you got some tea because now we're gonna talk about her. Taylor Swift is in a league of her own when it comes to live performances. She combines moments of lip syncing with live vocals seamlessly, especially during massive 3-hour shows packed with choreography, costume changes, and staging. Fans often defend her with exact same line. That show is 3 hours long. Give her a break. And I'm laughing not because it doesn't make sense, I'm laughing because it's quite literally the exact same line under every video where she's accused of lip syncing. This makes sense. Performing at that level, maintaining energy and keeping the show.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say I don't care. I just think her texts are absolute and utter dog shit. That's what I'm gonna say. I think she could be a much better singer if her texts just weren't absolute horrendous. And they are. There's no denial. There's no denial about this. Poker loves this woman. Nah, bro. I just think her text, if you like literally actually like listen to the text, ignoring if it sounds good, ignoring if the performance is great, like actually listening and reading out her texts, it's just what is she even singing about at this point? Like sometimes it's just genuine word salad.
Flawless for hours is physically and vocally exhausting. Lip syncing in certain moments isn't about laziness or lack of talent. It's a tool to preserve her voice and ensure that overall performance remains spectacular from start to finish. Taylor's approach shows that strategic use of.
Like, I get the lip syncing part, right? I get it, right? Because realistically, if you're touring and you have to sing often back to back to back to back to back, I get that, right? You can't sing without a voice, right? So I get it. I get it. I don't like it. I wish the industry was a little different. But yeah.
Playback can coexist with genuine live singing, and that sometimes context matters more than perfection. I was a little bit scared to talk about Taylor Swift because I know how massive her fandom is, and I've heard some bad things about the fandom. If you're a Swiftie, I'm sorry, it's not specifically about you, but I've heard the fandom is a little bit aggressive. Tell me if I'm wrong, but I just felt like
mentally ill. I'm gonna say it. Mentally ill. Because if you're that parasocial, you just are mentally ill. It's just the truth. It's just the truth. It's like somebody who subscribes to an OnlyFans girl and then thinks they're the love of their life. Like it's the same energy. It's just unhealthy parasocialism.
we have to talk about Taylor here too. What is the saddest thing for me is that in many cases, until their artist accidentally dropped the microphone or puts it down a little earlier than they should, you actually believe that they are really singing live. Cat, Say, Caesar, and many more. Even if it seems you can hear their voice, their vocal cracks, vocal imperfections, it's all pre-recorded. That video from Cat Say concert made me realize that, and I was like, let's just watch it. From what I see, she tries to change the note. It doesn't work out. It sounds bad. She starts laughing. She puts her microphone down earlier than she should. And her voice, that same imperfect voice with cracks, keeps playing. I think that's like lip syncing. It's so sad. Fans don't come for this, do they? This note change can also be lip synced. I feel like I sound like a broken record and like it was so obvious to many of you, but I just found it out and I'm like, no. I only believe in Cheese Atlantic. Let's move on from this yapping session. Looking at artists from Tate McRae and Addison Rae to Blackpink, Jennie, SZA, and even Mariah Carey, it's clear the industry rewards image, spectacle, and perfection over vocal raw talent. Lip syncing isn't a scandal. It is a tool to deliver flawless performances under impossible expectations. Fans defend it with it's still their voice, but performing live is about presence, emotion, and a little bit of risk. Qualities that playback can never replicate. Oh wait, it actually can. Pop music today prioritizes visuals and marketability over authenticity. Unless audiences demand more than perfect packaged illusions,
I want authenticity. I want to hear you singing. That is what I like. That is what I see. It's like watching boxers not actually box. And like the blood is not even real, right? When they beat the crap out of each other. It's like the same here to me, personally.
This cycle will continue. The real question isn't just who is performing, it's what we are rewarding when we cheer for them. And you know, here I put myself in the shoes of someone who buys tickets to actually go to a concert. Would I say
I've never been on a concert. I've never supported this. So I'm out of the picture. I'm out of the picture.
Sit in a stadium and be like,
oh my god, she missed her line. Give me my money back.
No, I wouldn't. I would 100% get the energy and have a good time at a concert by Tate, Katseye, and SZA, even if not every word of every song is performed live. But if it reaches the level of Jennie, I'll be honest with you, I would ask my money back. I'm gonna be yapping about Jennie right now. If you're not ready, you better skip this. It's not gonna end well for your mental health. Jennie has been performing like this for years. Jennie can perform well when she wants to. She is not stable though, and that's the problem. When you are on tour,
She also looks really tired in this clip right now. She looks like she has the eye rings of death. Let this woman sleep. Like, let this lady genuinely sleep. Jeez. Please.
You can't decide that, okay, I'm gonna put 100% in this city and give 0 in this city. It's very disrespectful to your audience, because your audience, they do pay money to see you. They come with expectations. It's not like they're asking you for something you're not supposed to give them. No, they pay money to see a performance, to see the full members dancing and giving their best. Sometimes you are more energetic, other times you're less energetic, but Jennie, she isn't stable at all. And it's like a casino a little bit. Yeah, I'm coming to concert, I'm traveling from Ukraine to like Paris to see Blackpink, and I'm just gonna be praying that Jennie gives me what I paid for there, you know? You can say whatever, but the amount of disrespect that she allegedly has, in my opinion, subjective, is insane. Leave your opinions in the comments. I'm really excited to read them. In reality, there are many more examples. Nessa Barrett, Sabrina Carpenter, Madison Beer, all of them faced controversy for lip syncing. But I don't want to make this video too long, I just hope you enjoyed it. Guys, let me ask you, if an artist looks amazing, dances perfectly, but sings 0 of their own vocals live, is that still a concert or just an expensive music video? Deep down, how many of you actually care if the voice isn't live as long as everything looks pretty? Thank you guys for watching. It was Nena. I really enjoyed making this video. I hope you enjoyed it too. I don't know, just Merry Christmas, guys. I just wanted to say thank you again. I think we have such a cute community on this channel. I think
Yeah, that's pretty much it about the topic. So here is my stance. I would personally prefer less sexualization, because that, to me, that's just a whole ass turn off, right? That's the first thing. Second thing is, I would like if the singer actually sings. That is something that I like, right? Because like, if you're not singing your own texts on stage, then you're a dancer, a performer, but you're not right. You're not a singer, right? You're at that point you're just because are you really a singer if nobody hears you sing? That's like the question. Are you really a singer if nobody gets to hear your voice, actually hear your voice, your real voice? Because who knows? Maybe you're not actually a singer. Maybe just everything you do is just auto-tuned to hell. You don't know. That's like the thing. But yeah, personally, I would prefer more authenticity, and not authenticity. I can't say that word. You get what I'm trying to say. I would prefer overall that than to just have whatever that is. But that's just me. Anyways, like, comment, and subscribe.